In this tutorial, we are going to add a Talking Heads spokesperson to a WordPress website. So the first thing we do is the customer will send us an email forwarded from Talking Heads, and there will be a link in this email. And this is the link that you want. Click the link below to download your files, read the instructions on how to install your video. So we are going to click that link. This is going to take us...
Thank you for choosing Talk.
Always shut that guy off. So this is going to take us to the Talking Heads website with a special download link. This is what we want to click here. So I'm going to save this file. I'm going to save it to the desktop. It's a zip file. Okay, so here it is. We're going to double click that. It's going to create the download. We want to rename this file. What we want to rename it to is WTH video. WTH video, that's what we want it to be called. Okay, and then what we're going to do is FTP this folder into the public HTML root directory of our client's website. And we're going to do this through FileZilla. So here's FileZilla here, and I need to log into his specific website. So let's go back and get his domain. Just the website .com, no HTTP. So that's what I'm going to put in there for host. And then the username or password are the same as the username and password for his cPanel. So username and password are in. Now we want to choose port 21. Click Quick Connect. Okay, now we are logged into his site, and we're looking for public HTML. We open that up, and then over on the left side here we're going to need to find our desktop because that's where our folder is. Users, Joseph Burnich, desktop. The folder that we're looking for is WTH video. So let's copy this over to the public HTML by dragging and dropping. It takes a little while, it's a pretty big file. Okay, so now it's finished. It took about a minute or two. Next thing we want to do, get into the dashboard of our website. Okay, from here, we want to get to the home page. And edit the home page. We want to make sure we are in HTML mode, and at the very bottom of this page we're going to paste a little bit of code, and we find that code back here on the Talking Heads website. Here it is right here. Copy, paste. We're going to update the file. Now let's view the home page and make sure that the Talking Heads video is working.
Hi, my name is Chantel and welcome to our website. Do you love freshly cleaned car?
Now if you want to edit the positioning of the video for Talking Heads, the way to do that is to open up the WTH video folder that we downloaded, and the file that we will edit is wthvideo.js. I like to open that with text edit, so I go open with other applications, text edit. Okay, so you have all this code in here. What you're really wanting to change, if anything, is you want to make sure that the bottom is at 0 pixels, that you always want your video to come in at the bottom, and you want the top to be auto, and then if it's coming in on the right, you want that to be 0. If it's coming in on the left, you want that to be 0, and then the opposite is true for the left or right. You want these two to be opposite. So depending on if your video is coming in on the left or right, you want the one that it's coming in on to be 0 pix and the other one to be auto. And then you save this file, and then you go back to FileZilla, and you will delete the current WTH video JS that's on the server. Go ahead and delete that one. And then you are going to drag and drop the new edited version over to the server. So now it's back in there, and then everything should play fine. At this point your video should come in on the bottom right.